In this fast-paced, non-stop world, everybody is looking at whatever they can to get that extra edge. College students using ADHD medication as study drugs. Wall Street bankers, Silicon Valley coders are using the narcolepsy drug Modafinil to get their work done. There's this whole new world of smart drugs called nootropics. And to me, the question is, are they safe? Are they fair? Are they ethical? And could I jack up my brain by taking them without damaging it?
Entrepreneur and biohacker Dave Asprey says he could break it all down for me.
So I am here because I want to supercharge my brain. The thing that interests me most is this idea of nootropics. And what are nootropics?
These are drugs or nutrients that enhance performance, enhance mental function. Why don't we start with a cup of coffee? Let me make one for you.
I would love that.
The most famous smart drug is probably Modafinil. It is a nootropic. It's a prescription pharmaceutical in this case.
But what does it actually feel like?
Like the things that used to take some effort to do cognitively, they're just smooth and simple. It does make you so fast. I think faster than I can talk.
Modafinil can?
Yeah, it can do that.
What do you feel like specifically that it did for you?
I got my MBA from an Ivy League school while working full time.
I would sort of feel bad taking this knowing that the guy next to me didn't have it if we're competing. Ethically, is this fair?
Everyone else had the same advantage that I did. If they wanted to use smart drugs, they can take it.
I mean, it sounds amazing. I just truly don't feel comfortable taking pharmaceuticals. I would be very interested, though, in trying another kind of nootropic. My understanding is they're all natural nootropic supplements, and you make one, right?
I make a couple of them. These are all food-derived, or things that are already present in the human body, like active PQQ, compounds that enhance already healthy neurotransmitter, already healthy energy levels.
So I could try this?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you take this short game. This game is a test of your ability to focus, your ability to pay attention for a sustained period of time, and then how fast you can react.
Okay.
We're gonna test you before and after you take nootropics. Your score was 213. You're doing pretty well.
Pretty good, right? So just pop it open, drink it.
Cheers. Turn it upside down. And then we're gonna retest you and see what happens.
Okay, cool.
Your score went from 213 to 306.
Faster.
A hell of a lot faster, like more than 25% faster.
So are these nootropics actually supercharging my brain? Am I really thinking faster, or is it just a placebo effect of thinking faster because I want to think faster? And then, by the way, there's this whole issue of Modafinil, taking this prescription drug off label. I am not particularly into that. One thing I do know for sure is I am about to go get a second opinion.
I'm hoping that cognitive neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Hill can help me wrap my mind around all of this.
Can you explain to me, what does a leading neuroscientist do?
We tend to work on every aspect of the brain to help optimize your performance, whether it's a deficit you're trying to fix, or whether you have a good brain, we're trying to make it better.
So from what I've learned, what I'm coming to understand, it sounds like nootropics could really help me out in all of this. Something like a Modafinil sounds like it would be advantageous for me to take.
The psychostimulants, the modafinils, are probably the least promising. When the modafinil wears off, not only are you back to where you were before you took it, it's like drinking too much caffeine. When it wears off, you crash. Yeah. And modafinil is designed for narcolepsy, for sleep wake disorders and things.
So then what's the alternative? Because these things that I thought sounded so promising now don't.
There's many things that are really profoundly supporting of cognition and attention. Even video games can do things that are not covered by nootropics. Let's go back and exercise your brain with some computer games. Here's your eagle sitting on a rock, and he's gonna fly across that lake. Let's hook you up to some brain training systems, and when you are focused and calm, he goes through the ring of fire. This process is neurofeedback, which is biofeedback on the brain. This is done a lot with folks with attention problems, and the results are largely permanent.
So this is one form, obviously, of brain training, but are there other forms?
Well, sure. I mean, the most accessible form, low cost, easy, is mindfulness or meditation. Everyone has the tools they need with them right now to meditate. It takes about 4 to 8 weeks to start making really profound changes in the physical cortex, the structure of your brain. But start your day with 20 minutes, 30 minutes of meditation. You actually produce a thicker, fatter, juicier brain.
Mindfulness and meditation versus nootropics and pharmaceuticals. Talk to me about the advantages and the disadvantages.
Well, pharmaceuticals are targeted for specific illness or deficit or challenge, and nootropics are sort of supporting cognition and focus, but it wears off when the nootropics leave your system. I don't think medication is really necessary. I think we have lots of other technologies, approaches, techniques to change the brain already. Eating good fats and no sugar changes the brain, as does sustained focus, which you can get from nootropics. But if you've practiced the skill of focus, you have it sort of on tap when you want it.
Nootropics, neurofeedback, modafinil, mindfulness and meditation. I have no idea what the answer is, but one thing is for certain, for me, it ain't gonna come by just taking a pill.